The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Wake Forest's offense will get first crack at it today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Mays. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Mays. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Vick. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time he's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with the pick. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
To the air, it's Bailey. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Scott. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. They'll run the sneak for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Hoffman. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Hoffman. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He'll sneak it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's Johnson. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Got it behind the line. It's Copeland. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Wants to throw it. Looking left. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. Third and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Pulls it in. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sure hands. It's Hoffman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Gonna run it. It's Scott. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution.
There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. He'll keep it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Got a man. It's Scott. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Working that left side now. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looking to throw for it. That's caught. It's Scott. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. Guys, let's step back for a moment and talk a little Wake Forest. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing, and the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. It's Hoffman. Turning it on! And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Scott. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Got his man on the right. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. They kick it away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Give to the back. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. NC State going up tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires left. Pulls it in. It's Hoffman. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Touchdown, NC State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
What a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And then the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 18 to Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if it
breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Punch it out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. A strike downfield. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air, it's Bailey. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. The Wolfpack to start the final period here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They move on top here in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Right on the money. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Mays. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vick. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got it on the outside, it's Huffman. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. They want to run it left here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Makes the grab, it's Hoffman. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. It's Hoffman. At the 35, he's open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense was confused, and the head coach uses a timeout. Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Working that wide receiver screen. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Caught over the middle. It's Mays. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
From the gun, running back gets to give. Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Looking to the big tight end. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On third and long, you turn it loose deep. Fakes the grab on the left. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.